I've been drawing since I was about 4 years old, and as I get older, it starts to get really strange just how long that's been. But I've been drawing since I was around 4, and I've drawn all through school. And I had a career in Toronto as a magazine and book illustrator for about 20 years before I started doing children's books. My favorite painting is the next one I'm going to do. Well, this is the launch of a book called What is Peace, and it's sort of a collaboration between me and a group called Peace Quest, and it's published by Scholastic. And there's some of the original artwork, and I've been presenting the book, reading it.
Is peace deeper than an ocean? Is it in the sky? Is it in the waves? Is it everywhere at once? What is peace?
Well, the book originally started as sort of a concept of perhaps collecting 13 aphorisms about peace. But as we went on with it, it just occurred to me I didn't really have a very clear definition of what peace means. So as I thought more about it, I thought that perhaps should be what the book is about. It's just sort of a question, what is peace? So what it is it's sort of 13 groups of questions that are sort of related, and images that go along with that. It's sort of a meditation on what peace means, what it could mean to various people at various times. Some of them gave me a lot of grief, and some of them come along really well. As far as a favorite goes, I do like the pelican, just because I got the idea to do them when I was in Cuba, and I saw this beautiful bird in the sky, and it was one of those moments. I thought, that's a beautiful moment. So
Pelican, but that just sort of happened. But I do think these things are out there.
I think it's important to inculcate early on a sort of an awareness that these things, so much of the culture we live in now, we're just unconsciously driven by technologies and various things and lots of forces, and I think it's important to have your own grounding in the ability to make and own your own ideas about certain things, and peace is a very important one. You know, when we look around, we see, I mean, my pictures, like I say, they exist sort of in imaginary time and space, and they're usually sort of anthropomorphized animals and that in them, but they're fairly universal, and they're not. None of the book's images are particularly violent. They're more about just living in the world and creating that sort of that feeling of being in balance with your surrounding. I don't think you can conquer anything and just say this is this, and I think it's always a matter of movement. I think it's always a verb, not a noun. I've always sort of had this sort of creative itch, so. And as I get older, it's sort of just nice to be able to express feelings or see them come out in different ways.